What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are looking at stellar lumens today. It has had a nice week or a little bit more than a week, something like that. What was that? From the low point here on the 2nd to there, so that's 8 days, just a day over a week. Yeah, had a nice little run, and now we are giving it back with a vengeance, with a force. Volume is picking up as you're moving up. That's nice to see, but it's the highest volume day has been today, and this is one of the days that's arguably the biggest throughout this whole little range that you've got here, and it's to the downside, so that's not encouraging. I do think that we go lower. I do think that we break out of this. To be fair, this was starting to look kind of like a break in trend. You got a double bottom, broke out of this here, man. This is a mind trip in itself. I feel like this is definitely a bull trap. Probably had a lot of people excited that it was going to go higher. But all in all, what we have from bottom to top here, relative low to high, is you came and found support at the 382. You went below it, and now you're finding resistance there. You rejected it, actually. This is not just resistance, but to me it looks like a rejection of that area. And generally with how fibs work, whenever you find support on a line, and then you find support, you break below it, and you come back up to find resistance, generally that would mean you're going to break below your next fib level, right? Which this case just happens to be the 618, and that's also, these two white lines. This is the sweet spot right here that I like to identify across a lot of charts. That's between about 10.2 to 10.4 cents, somewhere in that range. Below the purple line one way or another for sure. And if we look at this long-term RSI, where are we? We're above the 50. Maybe we come down to the 50 and bounce off of it and then continue to go higher from there. That might be an indication, kind of like with Bitcoin Cash there. But let's see. I want to go take it back, all the way like that. Yep. I would think, just looking at this from a fib perspective alone, that we do at least go below 11 cents, if not probably down closer toward 10 cents, with the possibility of even going lower than that. I don't think these lows are going to hold. I do think this is just another lower high. It looks like you broke out of this trend, but I wonder real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you broke out of that, but that doesn't mean that you can't get back under this line, or that you can't, follow this line down now to new lows. Like you might retest this descending line, but from the top side, instead of finding it as resistance, you might find it as support. But that support, even on today, would take you back to this low here. So I do think you go lower. You probably go to the 618 to the 69 area. If we were to find support on this line in that area, that would give us a time frame even, right, of about from the 20th of September to the 14th of September. So that's about a week right there from, after tomorrow. So 2 days from now, that would be on Thursday, right? So 2 days. So on Thursday, you'd have about a week probably of a window where you might see this range between about 10.8 to 10.11 cents, something like that. I think I said 10.4 earlier. I meant to say 10.8. I'm sorry, I missed the 8. But 10.8 to 10.11, somewhere in there, will probably be where we find support. Yeah, and that's really all I got for you guys. I don't know if I need to include anything else. I do think it goes lower. This right here is not hidden bullish divergence or bearish divergence. You do have a high here that is higher than this high. This high is higher than that high. That's not hidden bearish divergence, though you are kind of rejecting this overbought zone, an area that you've rejected before and went on to new lows. I don't know. Here, you were kind of holding this 50. You were holding readings in the higher areas. You rejected this area, sure, but look at how different it looks now. You didn't really hold areas up here. You didn't really prove yourself yet. You got up in this area, rejected it, and now you're quickly below the 50 again, where here you maintained above the 50 basically this whole time, and then you continued going higher. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't know, stuff like this, right? Where, here, again, you were holding above the 50, rejected this area, but you continue to go up higher, rejected it again, but you went below the 50 fairly quickly, and that spelled bad things to come. Let's see. The purple line, man. I really do. I think Stellar Lumens likes to respect its purple line, and you did get a bounce here, but I think if you come here again, I do think you're going to break below it. So that's just more encouraging thoughts to the downside is what I would think. Let's see on the weekly. Yeah, man, that RSI looks good, but it could go lower. It really could go lower. This weekly RSI does look good from a low point. You can come down below this 50, still have higher lows. All in all, you're in this kind of upward channel with your RSI. Same thing on the top here. It might even be parabolic in structure, but it can still come lower. That's not like a good drawn parabola. You know, I'm not super smooth with it, but you can see kind of what I'm going for. You know, even if it came down here, it would still like swoop up like that. I don't know, but that does mean lower, and on a weekly basis too. I would think that just means further downside to come. That's really all. That's all I'm saying throughout this whole thing. Let me see if there's something else that agrees with that. Get a more refined area. Yeah, 10.4 to just below 10 cents. We could go below 10 cents. It is possible. I'm not leaning toward that right now, personally. Let's see, low to high. I don't know. That 618 there is at 10 cents, or right below 10 cents. Maybe we do go below 10 cents. That could happen. I would say anywhere from, if I had to guess where we're going to go, anywhere from about 9.5 cents to about 10.8 cents. That's what I would give it. That's kind of a big range, but that's what I'd say. But I do think we're going down from here, and hopefully maybe in about a week and a half we will find our higher low and continue this thing going upwards. I do think stellar lumens is going to go higher, you know, than this high here. I think it will break out to new all-time highs this cycle. We're just gearing up for that. We're getting ready right now, and all this is going to do is form another higher low. I don't think we go below this low. We're probably not going to get anywhere near that low. I do think that we're working our way down though. And yeah, that's all I got to say. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.